Hi, everybody. I would like something heavy to talk about today. Um, Today, I heard a car accident while I was at work. I didn't see it. But as I stood up and looked at my coworkers, we all knew what it was. And my brain realized that the second bang that I heard had been someone's airbags deploying. It was really terrifying. So as the guys pointed out the accident, I immediately started looking for people getting out of their vehicles to help, and I didn't see any. Mind you, this road is super packed with cars and people, yet no one was helping. So I immediately threw the tools I had in my hands on the ground and I ran across the parking lot towards the two vehicles. One of the cars didn't have airbags, and I asked that woman if she was okay. She stated that she was fine, although a little shaken. And I could see no visible injuries, so I moved on to the car with the airbags deployed. I pried open her door, and I hesitated a little as I lifted the airbag enough so I could see the passenger. She was conscious, but shaking heavily and bleeding from her nose and mouth. So I knelt with her for almost 20 minutes while we waited for the EMTs to arrive. We talked about everything and nothing all at the same time. She asked me how bad it was, and I told her that she was okay, that she had a cut on her lip and her nose was bleeding, but that she was okay, and that people were on their way to help her. She was so worried about her face, worried that it would be scarred, permanently scarred. She said she had perfect lips before the accident, and she was very stressed about that. So there are two important things that I personally took from today's experience with her. And the first one is that as a society, we're so eager to watch while others suffer, yet hesitate to get involved. I just don't understand why we do this. When I'm suffering, I don't want people to watch. I want them to be with me and try to ease my suffering a bit, not delight and gawk at my pain. By walking with each other, I feel we're able to gain strength and courage to keep going. And we also have the benefit of a different perspective, and this, which I think that this young woman benefited from today. She was freaking out, and I was able to help calm her down, and she thanked me in the end. But the second thing that I walked away with is the realization that in the midst of our suffering, we're so often most concerned with the things that should actually matter the least. So while this young woman was in shock from her experience, all she could think of was her face and that she may be scarred. And I'm not in any way passing judgment, but it brought awareness to some of my own flaws. In that moment, she was unable to understand that her face mattered the least, that what mattered was that she was alive, she was talking, she was laughing. And so I've done this so often in my life where I think when I'm going through something, one of life's disasters, that my face and that external things, I'm just focused on all the wrong things. So today, when she was safely in the hands of the emergency personnel, I went back to work and I really thought about what had just happened, what I had just seen. And I have come to the conclusion that I have so much work to do still. And I really need to reevaluate and prioritize regularly. What am I doing right or wrong that affects my friends, my family, my community? And what am I doing right or wrong to keep focused on the things that really matter? And lastly, what am I going to change in myself to be able to give better answers to those questions? Because I don't like my answers all the way. They're not good enough. So I'm going to leave you with that little food for thought. What are you doing that positively or negatively affects your friends, your family, and your coworkers your community? And what are you doing inside of you to help keep you focused on the things that really, really matter? I will talk to you guys next time. Have a good day.